Hello, this is Ed Theisen from MMA Collector. Every week I will bring in a new piece of memorabilia for my personal collection and even bring in a few collector friends with some of theirs. Our goal is to raise awareness of MMA memorabilia collecting and discuss the historical people and fights that made this sport what it is today. Join me now while we take a stroll down memorabilia lane. Welcome to another episode of MMA Collector. Today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to discuss the guys from TapOut, which I'm carting around here some of their stuff, and I'm sitting in one of their chairs that was in the TapOut office in California. You know, they didn't fight in MMA fights, but yet they were pretty significant names: Mask, Punk Ass, and Scrape back during the early times of MMA.
Yeah, you got to give those guys credit in terms of social impact. Yeah. Like the TapOut brand is out there now. It became a big thing, and back in the old days, those guys used to show up at the smaller shows, in a van, maybe with a couple of hundred, hoping to make $800 or $1,000 in T-shirt sales and stuff, and that'd be a good day.
Set up across the street in the parking lot, they hustled.
So get up for a minute though. So now. They went from that to just look at this chair. This is not your average chair here. And
these are their airsoft guns that they used to play around with in the offices. They'd have little fights amongst each other.
So they're fooling around, shooting each other. It sounds like they were having a lot of fun.
This one was Masks, and these were the other two guys.
Okay,
I was a kid. I don't know.
That makes sense. But very interesting. Like I said, now TapOut. I think they probably have different owners now, and these guys were able to make some money for their creation and stuff. But it's still out there. It's still a big corporation, still a big group, and it initiated as an MMA grassroots thing, and that's what this kind of signifies their success.
I think the TapOut company now is more. I see it in like NASCAR or something like with car racing. So it's kind of stepped away from what its grassroots were, which were the MMA.
Yep.
And we all know it,
Probably become a corporate, it's probably a big corporate thing now with, NASCAR car racing and, being on the cars and stuff. But it started out with just three guys in a dream, and that's what TapOut is. And, we're going to show a few things through vintage clothes and things and really what they're made for. But this chair is just really impressive. We're going to take a minute here. And I also want to show you a couple other chairs that Mr. Theisen has here from the TapOut offices.
Here are the chairs that were in their theater that they had in their office in California. Really nice little group of 4 chairs here. We got Miguel over here already trying one out here. What do you think of these?
The TapOut theater, you're kidding me, right? It's amazing, right? We said, these guys were having fun, and, how many seats like this, 20, 30 in the...
No, I think it was a little bigger. I think more 100 to 200
like
seat
a big
theater.
A big theater. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
So they were having fun, I'm sure they sat around watching fights and things like that in these. And again, they reaped the rewards. They made their money. Unfortunately, we lost Mask. May he rest in peace. But he created a thing that's lasting. And the other guys, God bless them, they're still around with us, and hopefully still enjoying, the fruits of their creation. But to have a theater and like the throne that we were in before and stuff like that, hey, that's the American dream right there, having fun and making a little bit of money too. So
I think if we get enough subscribers, we should be able to get our own theater too, Miguel.
I'll look forward to that. We'll see how we do here.
For sure.
definitely want to thank the TapOut guys for their impact on the sport. And, rest in peace, Mass. We miss you, man. Join us next week on MMA Collector to look at one of the sport's all-time greats, Wanderlei Silva. Take a moment to like and share and subscribe to the MMA Collector on YouTube and join our collector community.